Hello, everybody. It's Di Hill, transformational coach, best-selling author, and energy healer. How are you today? I haven't been live very much, but I really want to start our teachings off again for the new year. It's 2024. We're halfway through January already, and I really believe that this it's going to be an amazing year ahead of us. It feels very, very different in energy to how 2023 felt. And I really want to kind of support you in embracing this year so you can make the absolute most of it and create what it is you want this year. 2023 went like that, and it was just so fast and it disappeared very, very quickly. So I really want to sort of share with you teachings throughout the year that's going to support you, grow you, up-level you, so you're living the life that you truly deserve, that you're born worthy and deserving of, and that you have the power inside to create what it is you want. It is just an illusion. It's just a fallacy that we are at the mercy of the external world. You have everything inside to create what it is you want. I am not a life coach. I am a transformational coach. I call my coaching life coaching on acid. It's very ethereal. It's very energetic. And we really get down to our higher selves, who really are deep down inside, to learn how to guide us and create a beautiful, fulfilling, gorgeous life. Because after all, that's what we're all seeking, and we're here once, so let's go and make it a good one. So what I want to talk to you about today is really about change. And the reason this came about is I've got some clients at the moment who are really, really struggling with kind of embracing change. And I really want to sort of reassure you that change and our challenges with it is very, very normal and something to expect as we grow, develop, start doing things differently. And so I really want to sort of get under why we find change tricky, why New Year's resolutions fail, but then really give you some tips and hints to really kind of bring into your sort of day-to-day awareness so you can embrace change. That's the most important thing, because we're always changing. Stuff is always, altering. Situations are changing. How we feel is changing all the time. And so we really need to get to a place of acceptance and embracing it. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about what change is. And change can be absolutely anything that you're experiencing. It might be how you feel about a situation. It could be an actual situation that's changed. It might be that you had something and now you've no longer got it. It might be big changes in your life, like, relocations, new jobs, new relationships, or it might be down to smaller day-to-day changes in, maybe you're trying to bring in some exercise goals, or you want to learn a course, or you're trying to learn a new skill or something. So change can be anything. It can be these massive, great things in our lives, or it can be really small day-to-day stuff. But the reason why New Year's resolutions fail is because of this one key thing. And there's some research to suggest that 91% of New Year's resolutions fail by around about the 19th of January. That's quite an easy statistic, isn't it, to remember, 91 and then 19. And that's pretty shocking, because it really does show that we cannot change by habit alone. There's also some statistics to suggest that we can change 21 days to break a habit. It can be anything up to about 365 days, a whole year to break a habit or change a habit. But actually the average is around about 3 months. And the reason why we have to embrace change is because if we kind of keep raging against it and we're finding it difficult and we're feeling this resistance, we're kind of going against life's flow. Life is meant to flow. It's meant to be easy. You're meant to be guided by something far greater than you. It's not really up to you. But we as humans have a deep sense of fear of losing control. So we like to try and plan and execute things the way we think things should be going. So of course, when something comes in and blindsides it, that makes change very, very difficult to manage, sort of mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. It can really, really wear us down. So let me tell you just briefly about my year last year. My year last year was the most uncertain year of my life. I had uncertainty in any area, whether it was money, health, my kids' schools, my business, my marriage, friendships. Every single area of my life felt very uncertain. And to our brains, because we want to have that control, that uncertainty feels very, very scary. Now, that is just our subconscious way of keeping us safe. So we know what's happening, everything's predictable, everything's familiar, so we don't get any kind of nasty surprises that can kind of knock us off the way. The reason we're set up like this is because your subconscious brain, the part of the brain that's never evolved, is there to keep you safe from danger. It's actually called the ancient brain, because to your subconscious, you're still a caveman, you're still a cave woman that has to operate in their lives to keep safe from any potential threats from danger, any predators, famine, that sort of thing. So the problem is that in the modern day, our brains cannot differentiate a change or a stressful situation to an actual threat to our life. So any change you make to your life, and it could be, I want to start going to the gym 3 times a week, or it could be, I want to reskill and have a new job, or it could be, I want to move house, but I don't know how to do it. We might consciously want change, but your subconscious, which is believed to drive up to 98% of your life, is actually the one that's driving the show. So therefore, it's going to really rage against you planning, doing changes, you wanting things to be different, you wanting to learn new skills and wanting to lose weight, or, do all these different things, which is precisely why New Year's resolutions fail. So I'm going to get on to how you can embrace change in a minute, but it's really, really useful knowing that we cannot change by habit alone. And so what happens is when you're trying to change, you're going through this horrible kind of temporary, and it is only temporary process, whilst your conscious decision to change is met with your kind of subconscious desire to stay put. And this dissonance is what's creating that kind of real kind of, that both sides are like pushing together and really uncomfortable, and making you start acting in ways where you calibrate back down to your old habits, your old ways of being, start self-sabotaging, you literally start getting in the way of yourself. And that's what I'm seeing with some of my clients at the moment. They want to change, they've got all the ideas to change, but it's really scary to actually make that change. So it takes courage, it takes bravery, it takes recognition of what's going on, it takes masses of self-awareness, and it also takes huge amounts of kind of acceptance and grace on yourself as you go through this very, very kind of tenuous time as you're trying to do things different and make that change. But, self-awareness is huge. And if you've got that in your back pocket, you're a lot further along the line than most people. So how can we actually embrace change so you actually get what it is you want in 2024? So I'm going to invite you just for a moment to think of something that you really want this year, like a goal that you've got that feels like it's possible, it feels like it's an achievable goal this year. It's not so out there that it might take a few years, but something that you want this year. So just have a think about that. It might be in your career or your relationships, it might be financial, it might be exercise goals. What is it you really want? And so the next thing, when you've got that idea is in your head, the very first way of embracing this sort of brand new change is recognizing that it's going to be a bit of a rocky path along the way. Recognize that dissonance. Recognize as you start off all motivated and excited to do it, and then you start making excuses and you get in the way of yourself, or you start telling yourself you don't have time to do the course, or you don't want to do this new method or technique, week and it all feels a bit weird, or just be really aware of it. So we're not judging ourselves. It's just awareness of where you're up leveling. Now, in my world, I'm growing all the time. We are designed as humans to grow and expand. If we weren't, we'd still all be living in caves, wouldn't we? We wouldn't be where we are in the world. And it's having that recognition of where you do kind of, you're going up and up. It's a bit like you're going up a roller coaster. And then you get to that path and you're like, oh, this feels horrible. And you want to calibrate back down. But it's recognizing that you're doing it. That is a massive, massive step in the right direction. So that's kind of my first sort of life hack to embrace change. The second one is, like I say, you cannot change by habit alone. Your habits are formed by how you think and feel and believe about things. So you've kind of got to reverse engineer it to what you're saying to yourself, your thoughts, your beliefs that you have around what it is you want, and your feelings. So next time you catch yourself going, oh my gosh, I can't do it, or I haven't got the time, or oh, I'll never lose the weight, or I'll never be fit, or all the stuff we like to tell ourselves to kind of keep ourselves where we don't belong. Catch yourself in the moment. It's believed we have between 6,000 and 7,000 thoughts a day. So, and these thoughts are popping through in your brain the whole time. So just catch yourself. And these thoughts are very much unconscious and they're very much on automatic. So you've got to be quick. But again, it's pouring in that self-awareness, going, actually, do I believe that? And start telling yourself a new story. That's really, really important in terms of the thoughts. The next thing is about those beliefs. What is it you believe? Do you not believe you're good enough? Do you not believe it's available to you? Do you not believe that you've got the skills or the knowledge or the resources in order to get what it is you want? And then start turning that belief on its head. Now, those beliefs are very, very deeply entrenched. They've been in there from childhood. The subconscious is wide open in childhood. And so you need to change that belief almost on a cellular level. It feels good to the body to act in ways that confirm our beliefs. That's what your brain wants. So of course, when you start changing the story, that's why there's that dissonance. But if you can start telling yourself new beliefs that do support you. I do make time to work on a course. I do love going to the gym. I love working out. I love learning a new skill. Keep telling yourself that. Your brain learns on recognition. And the more you start telling your brain a new story, the more you will start acting in ways, you'll start forming habits to actually confirm that that is the case. And that's how you start to change. And then here is a huge bonus. It's about feelings. Feelings are pure energy. So not only are you going to start thinking in a different way, not only are you going to start telling yourself new beliefs, but it's about getting into those feelings. Your feelings, almost like it magnetizes it back to you. So you can almost like sit in it as if you've already created. So think about, well, if I had what it is I wanted, a new career, the weight that I want to be, or the fitness I want to be, or the money I had in the bank, how would I be feeling? And once you've got like a real handle on those feelings, start saying to yourself, what brings me those feelings now? And just sit in those beautiful feelings just for a few moments a day, eyes closed, and just sit in I don't know, maybe if you've got money, you feel safe and secure or content or peaceful. Maybe if it's a new job that you're looking for, you're feeling fulfilled and satisfied and excited and passionate about your vocation. Start sitting in your feelings. It's really, really, really powerful. The next thing you can do as a way of embracing change is to remind yourself of two things. One, the consequences of you not doing it. You'll stay stuck, nothing changes. It just feeds, feelings of frustration and anger and disappointment and all that other fun, low vibe feelings. And also remind yourself of the pleasure when you would have what it is you want. Oh my gosh, it's going to feel so great. I can get what it is I want. I can achieve that. So remind yourself of the consequences and also of the rewards when you get what it is that you want. It's reminding yourself that the only constant is change, being able to be in peace with that. I'm changing. Oh, it feels horrible. I'm having to do things outside of my comfort zone, but that's how you grow. We talk a lot about comfort zones in the first two modules of the Up-Leveled Woman. When you can blast through those comfort zones, you become unstoppable, because these comfort zones, again, are in your subconscious. They're there to keep you safe, not happy. And finally, and I think this was my biggest learning for me as I up-leveled and grew and, edged closer to what it is I want to create, is trusting in the process. If you can get to a place where you can truly, truly trust that it's all working out for you, that everything will come to you of what you want in divine timing, if it's right for you, and sitting in that place of trust, that is going to give you the peace, the ease, the acceptance, the flow, the freedom, almost the joy of just being able to be carried along in life of something far greater than you, and the changes that you want to create are going to happen almost organically in the right time. Last year, like I said, I had all that uncertainty, and without a doubt, my word for last year was trust. And my gosh, the universe threw everything at me. So I learned that word. And so now I'm sitting in a place of trust, and it brings just so much peace and ease to my life. So if you can trust in the process, and not just say it, but really feel you trust in yourself, you trust in others, you trust in the universe, and that you really sit in that place of surrender, you will absolutely create what it is you want from the changes that you want to create. So I hope that you found that training useful. It will stay up on my profile and my page and my group. So take the time to watch it, listen to it, stick it in your ear when you're in the car or whatever, just to learn how you can embrace change, because nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay, and let's not just make 2024 be a repeat of 2023. We are here once. You can have anything you want in life if you dare to rise up and claim it. So have a gorgeous rest of the day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I can't wait to see what you're going to create this year. All right. Lots of love. See you again soon. Bye for now.